Alright guys, we are back. Part 2 of explaining Jim what he needs to focus on for the next week. So, what's up, Jim?
What's up?
Alright, so in the warehouse, I just clicked the warehouse because he was like, JT, man, I hate my name. I've been wanting to change it. Is there any way to change it? And of course, I just went in and clicked the warehouse and noticed that it was sitting right there. So I was like, alright, let's go ahead and snatch this bad boy up. However, as soon as I purchased it, he's like, of course it's there the day I come up here to see you. And what have you been doing, Jim?
I mean, so for the last 4 days, I've been I've been looking in here for the name Eraser, and I will go as far as to buy everything that's available, and then click the thing to change it. Spending gems to change it, because I wanted to change my name.
How many gems do you think, honestly, you've probably spent on changing?
5,000?
5, yeah, never do that ever again, ever. Never, because stuff in the warehouse, honestly, at this point in time, it's not that valuable besides a couple of hammers. There's a couple things that you can buy, but overall, nothing insanely important out of the warehouse. Not for a semi-pay-to-play account. For free-to-play, it's really helpful. All right, so let's go ahead and get out of the warehouse, and let's start talking about crests, because you said you had trouble with crests. So the way crests work is like this. It leads to that thing that is, have you noticed when getting mana and gold in this game, it is very time consuming?
Yes.
Insanely time. Have you spent any gems on mana or gold just because you're forget about it? Yeah.
Yep.
Don't ever do that anymore because the money will just add up. You'll be spending so much money, it's just whoa. All right, you'll notice it the longer you play. Luckily, you've only been playing for 4 days, and we have this discussion now because I know there's new players out there that obviously have spent tons of gems on mana and gold. So, all right, here's what crest and how crests work. All right, so each hero, your Levanica is already at level 200, which is perfect. Now, when you go to crest, you'll notice one thing you see here that says inscribe. All right, well, this is what you use mana. You need only mana to inscribe heroes. Also, these blue crystals right here. And being semi-pay-to-play, you're honestly going to get a ton of blue crystals, and you can see how many blue crystals you have by this little down tab right here, and you actually have the max amount on your account.
I also have a bunch backed up in my warehouse.
Yeah, you literally have enough blue crystals to fully max out inscribe pretty much every single one of these heroes. So what you got to do is you just got to simply raid mana and click inscribe on all these guys. The more mana you raid, the higher you can inscribe your heroes, obviously. Once you get to level 21 on inscription, you can then put a level 1 crest set, or what they call insignia these days. Let me see if you have actually any insignias at all. Let's see. Oh my gosh, okay.
Yeah, I got some. I got a few.
Dude,
is that good?
Yeah, this is really good. Revitalize is a super good insignia. I need to scroll through this warehouse and just take a peek at what
I'm telling you, it's going to be embarrassing. That's so much money, dude.
4 days old, guys. Literally, I told my boy, I'm not joking. I told him, I was like, bro, don't spend any money until you come up here. I'm going to show you exactly what to buy. He got frustrated, as most players do with Castle Clash, and literally just started spending it, buying gold, buying things out of the warehouse. He showed up to my house. I'm like, bro, I spent 150 bucks. I've been progressing my account. I'm like, what? I'm like, dude, I can't wait to see this account. So here's where we are. All right, so once you get those heroes inscribed to level, I think it's level 61, way up there, you'll then be able to use a level 6 insignia. Then once you get it inscribed to 71, and by the way, inscribe is the thing that I was just telling. Actually, let me just use this freaking hero roll. Hey, look at that. We got a Dread Drake. Did you have him? Not bad. We'll take a Dread Drake on a free roll. So yeah, once you get this thing inscribed to level 61, you can then use the level 6 crest, 71 to level 7, and then 80. You can then, or actually, no, I think it's actually 94. Then you can use the level 8 insignia. So it takes a long time. And what helps even more is the higher amount of mana and gold your vaults, or the higher amount of mana for in this situation that your mana vaults can hold. That way you can just raid more mana and just spam that button and level it up very quickly, right? Really, really, really important to level up these golden mana vaults. I cannot stress that enough. By the time you're here next week, you definitely should be focusing that mana and gold vaults to where they're, they need to be holding as much time as really you want to put in. I don't really know how much. I can't remember how many hammers it takes. I think 160 days worth of hammers is enough. It should be enough to get them at least a 3 or 4 million gold in the vaults, which probably takes 10 hours worth of just raiding mana and gold. Absolutely miserable. Yeah. Put your head down because it's boring. Trust me, I have a free-to-play account, and that's all you have to do. All right, so let's scroll through this man's warehouse and see what all we got hanging out in here. We got 5,000 blessed tones, insane amount. And honestly, at this point in time in Castle Clash, you really don't even have to worry about signing on and sweeping dungeons, because when you sweep dungeons, what you get is you get shards and you get experience. Well, the amount of books that you have right here, you would have to sweep dungeons for like 5 years to get this amount of books. So you can kind of get the point, like, okay, I spent $20. I no longer really even have to worry about sweeping dungeons anymore. I don't have to sign on. I don't have to sweep, because it's freaking useless, right? And the same with the stuff in the warehouse at this point, too. You can just buy whatever you want in the warehouse at any given point, because you have enough merits to last you a lifetime, and merits are not really that important in Castle Clash. So feel free to just buy everything in the warehouse at any time. Now, one thing you do need to probably buy is a couple more hammers, just because it's a new account, right? You're going to need to level everything up, and you never want to spend gems with leveling any of that stuff up. You have 2,000 oak tablets. That's absolutely
I think that was a mistake.
How? Oh, you spent...
I was trying to buy 10 of them first. I was trying to augment or something like that.
Yeah.
I was trying to buy 10.
That's exactly what you're doing.
I think I consumed something by accident or something. I don't know
what
how.
What you did was is
you
you
the
went in
arrow thing or something.
Yeah. You went here and you probably hit this and you spent all your fame on them. That had to be what you did. You bought like 1,000,000. But again, fame is a very easy resource to purchase now in Castle Clash. So big mistake would have been a big mistake if you're free to play. It would have been a mistake that you'd have been crying over for the rest of your life. Because if I spent my 200,000 fame on only those, I would be like, all right, I might even quit the account. Right? Like that'd be miserable. Yeah. So yeah, it would have been bad, but not really a bad in the situation you're in. Yeah, you have plenty of blue crystals. That's good. Plenty of level 5 talent chests, so that's good as well. You can probably upgrade any talent you want, because at this point, like I said, fame's not really that important. You can just buy more talent runes. However, when you send them to level 9, you might want to verify with me like if talent's good on specific heroes, because these level 9 talent runes they're not really expensive, but they can be a little bit expensive.
Harder to find.
Yeah, they're impossible to find, basically, unless you buy them. But you can get 10 of them at this day and time for like less than $2, right? So yeah, you have tons of igniting stones, tons of Zenith stones. So all these stones right here are going to be used once your hero is double evolved, fully maxed out, level 200. So basically, the same thing as how you have Levanica. You can evolve him one more time, just like you can see here. How many shards do you have? 1,000,000 shards. Okay, so more than enough shards. Whenever you go to evolve heroes, if you don't have extra copies, feel free to just use shards. Not a big deal at all. Shards are not that important of a resource either. Obviously, you'll need the evolution stones, which do cost fame. No big deal. But like I said, you're going to want to get these gold vaults up before you start evolving and double evolving. Otherwise, you're going to be spending tons of gems on these heroes. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the augmenting building so we can show him what goes down in here. So he has Levanica already augmented, actually, already raised up, and you even got... you haven't even really looked at the traits. Traits really aren't that important for where you're at in the game, more in-game type stuff, so I really wouldn't focus too much about the augmenting building. These only open up to heroes that are evolved. So once you evolve a hero, it then can be obtained through, so you evolve the corresponding hero to obtain it. Then once you obtain it, you do the same exact thing. You augment him, then they get a talent, and we'll start talking about all these augmenting talents in a different video, because it's not, like I said, it's not really going to be that important for where you're at on this account. The main focus for you is leveling up all your buildings. That way you can have that 6th hero base. Because how many hero bases do you have right now?
Yeah.
5. Oh, 5. 4 or 5?
I got 5.
You have 4. Or do you have 5?
I have 5. There's 4 in here, and then there's 1 out there.
Where's the 5th one? 1, 2, 3. Oh, do you have 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah, you got 5. Alright, so you got 5. I don't know where the 5th one is. Oh, okay, it's right there. It's Anubis hiding out down there. Yeah. I'm like, where's that 5th hero base? There it is. Alright, so yeah. Once you level up this town hall, you'll then unlock the 6th hero base. However, you won't actually be able to use that hero base until all your army camps are level 16. 4 of them. I take that back. 4 army camps are level 16. 4 mana mills are level 16. 4 gold mines are level 16. 4 mana vaults and 4 gold vaults. All those have to be level 16 before you unlock your 6 hero base. Now, here's one thing to know. Once you level all this stuff up, it only gets leveled up one time. It's a one-time thing. You don't have to sit here and raid gold. That's like the beginner steps. And you're progressing at such a high speed with those hammers that's why you're having to raid so much gold, right? The progression rate is like out of this roof because obviously you're spending money. So let's go ahead and get into Bazaars. I wanted to show you like maybe some things that you should be focusing on with future packs. In my opinion, let's see, what do we got here? We got some of the pets. I mean, if you don't have any pets, some of those packs could be helpful, but this pack right here seems pretty solid with the 50 talent runes. Now, actually, Lazulix is really helpful when it comes to rating bases as well. So this probably wouldn't be a bad $10 pack. This $20 pack with all the chests, in my opinion, is probably one of the most helpful packs for beginning accounts, because you literally get all kinds of different resources, not one of only one thing. You get new talents like Sacred Light, you'll get a bunch of those. Unholy Pact, you'll even get books, plus level 5 insignias, which means you only have to get your heroes like to inscribe to level 50 to use those level 5s. The lower level the insignia, sometimes the better on a starting account, but in game obviously you want the level 8s. So yeah, all this stuff is definitely going to be very helpful. Now let me think, is there any other questions that you have as of right now? So you're on HBMC, not bad, but HBM's not really that important as a focus point as of right now. Anything else you wanted to ask or had a question about or were confused about in any way?
Not really. Like I said, I haven't done much besides like getting resources and doing dungeons.
Yeah.
I did a different mode. I think it might have been a quest or something like that.
Yeah, the quests are right here. So actually, you have all the quests unlocked. So yeah, right here you'll notice you'll get one quest that is a talent refresh, which all you got to do is refresh your talent one time with a talent refresh card, and you get 300 gems for free. Also, sometimes you'll find that this one is a free hero roll as well, which just helps you get a good hero. Because really, at this point in time, you shouldn't be spending your gems. Really, you shouldn't be spending your gems on anything at this stage in the game. You should be saving those gems for rolling like traits later down the future, because traits is like the main place where you're going to want to be spending your gems. Also rolling heroes as well, sometimes for like hero collector maybe, but most of the time you can just buy whatever hero you want through the bazaar, right? Especially if you're a semi pay to play. So yeah, I mean, I think that pretty much clears it up. Do you have any questions about the walls or anything? I noticed all your walls were like level 1. Just not really focused on the walls.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of like OCD about the fact that I want to level them all up to the same level.
Yeah.
But now that I've got them like interweaved and stuff like that, it's too tough to like select them all.
Yeah, it is too tough. So one tip is you can just select all of them and then level all of them up at once. That's definitely very, very helpful. Also, whenever they're interweaved like this, there's no real way to level them up quickly. I mean, if you level them up one by one, huge waste of time. Never do that. Like I said, walls only go up to level 15. So once they get to level 15, there's not even any more leveling them up, right? It's a one-time thing. But in-game type stuff. Don't worry about walls right now. Your main focus is getting all these buildings to level 16, opening up that 6 hero base, and also very strongly focusing these gold vaults and speeding them up, getting them to where you can hold 3 million gold. That's going to be your main focus. So yeah, anyway guys, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Please leave some comments in the comment section below. Let us know what you thought of the content that we're bringing out with my man James Mercer. No doubt about that. Let us know what you think. We're curious to hear. If you guys think that I don't read the comments, y'all are crazy, because I always read, not all the comments, but I normally read a majority of the comments, no doubt. And I'm going to start trying to respond to comments a little bit more, especially on these videos, no doubt. Anyway, guys, hope y'all enjoyed the videos. We are out of here for now.